Still have this weird thing. Okay. Can I refresh this? Okay. Alright, there we go. I fixed that. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. Hello, absolutely. Hope you're doing well today. Just getting set up here as well, so sorry about the mess. Okay, you single for too much longer? Do you see anyone coming up in the next month or so? Let's find out. Also, sorry if I'm quiet. I'm like at the library and I don't want to be that one loud bubble. So. Let's see what we got. I also changed up the camera angle today, so hopefully that's a little bit better. But we'll see. Alright, we have the devil. Now, I feel like that can go either way. That's more like a temptation thing. Let's find out what else we got. And then 10 of Pentacles. So, we have, that's a lot there for sure. Sorry, my computer's messing up over here. So right now, sorry about that. So we have the devil is like temptations, addictions, and whatnot, and then we have 10 of Pentacles is more so of a inheritance and security family. So you're being tempted by that, but also I feel like maybe it's fast. Maybe a month is, maybe you need more than a month. I feel like the temptation is there, the opportunity is there, but based on just these cards, it's possible that, you know, things could go a little bit differently than you were expecting. Let's just get one more. Alright, two more then. Alright. So now we have King of Swords and Seven of Swords. So that's funny to me because the Seven is like dishonesty and theft, but also the King is, you know, intelligence, logical, analytical processes. So I feel like in this situation, like, yes, you want it, but you're gonna go, I feel like right now, the path that you're on, you're going about it the wrong way. You need to be more thoughtful, more logical, you know, make steps for yourself and process. But also know that, you know, a relationship isn't everything. You have to figure out what, you know, what you bring to the table, what you want the other person to bring to the table, and so on. Overall, I feel like right now, it might just need like a little bit more time. So I would say personally with this reading, I would personally wait like a little bit longer than a month. But just kind of sort out your process, like really nail down like what you're looking for, what you want in a person, what qualities that they have that maybe you don't, that you would like for them to bring to the table. But yeah, I think right now it's more about assessing all aspects of the situation. You know, you could really focus on, oh man, I really want this relationship, but also you could be, you know, neglecting something of your own or overlooking something that the other person has that may actually be detrimental, like later on. But let's pull one of these. You're so welcome, my friend. Let's pull one of these and see. That was a lot. Okay. So I'm not big when like the chunks come out, but if I have one that's like a singular, yeah, anxiety. So you're nervous that you're not going to find somebody, but I promise you, you will. Everybody does. We all do. It just takes time, and the waiting is the hardest part. But if you be patient and focus on, like, you know, what you can do for yourself and the betterment of others, like, every day, I feel like that's going to help. Because, you know, it's very cliche to say, but it's very true. The second you stop looking is when you find someone. So I think that's kind of where it's at. Focus on you for a while. And maybe it will happen within a month. You know, keep that in the manifestation journal, but still do you. I'll do one more. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take the top card too. Sadness and trust. Yeah. Don't be sad. Trust the process. It will happen. Always when you least expect it to. Like, keep doing stuff that you enjoy, and you're going to find somebody that, you know, collides right with that by surprise. Any other questions you'd like? I have all the time right now. Ooh, will your best friend and ex have a happy long-term relationship? That's a fun one. Let's find out. Page of Cups. New love, marriage, love, happiness, emotional start. So, okay. So far, yes. But what else is there? I feel like there may have been like a rocky start. Like maybe they got together when things weren't that great for either of them. Okay, Seven of Cups and King of Cups in reverse. So all this emotion for sure. Yeah, King of Cups is compassion, generosity, kindness, caring. And then, but that's in reverse. And then the Seven of Cups is daydreaming, choices, fantasy, options. So I feel like maybe in this situation it seems like a good idea to the two of them at first, but ultimately, I don't know. It really depends on like the choices that they make, how they play out, and whatnot. I feel like it's more of like a taking it day by day type of relationship, where if things didn't start off that great, they kind of maybe already have a little bit of like hesitation or anxiety about it, just nerves. But they're wary of each choice that they're making, like in respect to each other. Let's do one of these, because honestly I'm not sure what feelings are feelings. That was a jump. Movement. Okay. Movement could be a lot of stuff. Movement and confidence. So I feel like if they are going through all of their day-to-day, like with confidence and like actually putting, some oomph behind their actions, it will go well. But maybe perhaps like the movement is what's hanging me up. Is it possible if like they got together during a move or like during a career change or something? Because I feel like that might be an impact. I realize I'm like halfway over here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so I think they're on the right track. It just may have had a rocky start. But what about the future? Future. Frustration. Okay. This one's like, but ideation. So there may be some frustrations that they're not living up to their own expectations. Like it's possible. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad that made sense. That really makes me happy too. Yeah, it's. I think they are gonna get frustrated with their own expectations and things not going exactly how they want. They might be two types of people that, they always go for just themselves and what they want to do. But yeah, I think overall, it's as long as they have that confidence and they're actually like in tune with each other then they're not going to have this frustration. They have to actually talk about their differences and what they want, what they don't want, and then on. But yeah. I think with good communication, it can be good. But it's all about that balance. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is set up on my end. Hello, I'm good. How are you? I am taking questions. Anything you'd like. All right. How is Manny feeling after the message you sent him? Let's see. Okay. So now I have two different sets. I have like my regular tarot deck, but I also have these cards, which are like all sorts of like actual feelings. So you know what? I'm gonna start with these, and then we'll go to tarot. These are actually this is my favorite deck, honestly, because it's just so different. But let's see. How does he feel after the message you sent him? If that was meant to be. How is he feeling after the message? Ooh, creative. Interesting. And I hope you can hear me okay. I'm at a library, so I'm like kind of whispering. I don't want to be like that one loud guy. Ooh, girl. Alright, creativity and passion. I do not know what type of message you sent him, but he's feeling some type of way after that. Let's just get one more for shits and giggles. Ooh, rest. Maybe like going away on a vacation, to have like that spark between just the two of you. Maybe that will help. See, I love these cards because some of them just always make me want to pull one more. Oh my goodness, I don't know if you saw that. That shot out of the deck. Confidence. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very interesting. But I'd say overall, very good. Because that's definitely the type of energy that I want. Ooh, the Hierophant. Does he feel remorseful for how he treated me? He freaking better. Let's see. How do we feel? So the Hierophant is like doing things like by the book, like as they have been done. You know, just kind of sticking to laws and rules and everything. So if you were trying to get him back in line, I think he is going to go that way. But let's see. Does he feel remorse? Okay, regretting it. Does he? Ooh. Pain and balance was upside down. So I feel like yes. He understands that like maybe he hurt you or did something that wasn't so great. Also, I'm sorry, I keep having to move this around. Yeah, maybe he's not, he feels like he hurt you, he knows he did, but I feel like whatever he's gonna do to fix it will work. Because you have balance here upside down. So he's going to try to, like whatever he has to fix is going to make like his own self kind of a little bit off balance. But I feel like with all the rest of the cards, he is willing to do that. You know, some people realize like when they screwed up and when they didn't, and I feel like he knows he screwed up. But everything else is going to come into play and be a little bit better for you guys. He does feel bad though, because pain definitely came out. There we go. Does that kind of make sense? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles upside down. Interesting. So that is like a lot of, it's just, So yeah, missed chances, defiancy, instability. He's got to shake up his stuff, but he's gonna do it. I feel like you said your piece very well, and he understood all aspects, and I feel good about it. But just make sure that he stays in line. Right? Don't let any boundaries get crossed or anything. You gotta put your hammer down sometimes. But he's there. He's on your side. He's on your team. He's just playing the wrong position. You know what I mean? He's trying to be the goalie, but you need him on the field. He's like, okay, fine. I will be on the field. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I feel like he's kind of like a my boyfriend's kind of like the same way. He's like a boy man, where they are manly and they do the thing, but also they have their tendencies to be childish at dumb stuff sometimes. So as long as you like actually like show like, hey, I mean this, then you're good. Because he doesn't want to upset you, and he does really like, you know, he doesn't want to screw anything up. He wants this to last and to be good, but he also wants to still do his weird childish stuff. I feel that. It's very tough when they're like that, because it's like, what can you do? Like, you can't force them to be like a better person, but also you kind of have to like love them for them, but like slightly alter them over time. Relationships are tough, man. Just make sure that your voice is heard. And if he's somebody that storms out of the room, like, then put a sticky note somewhere. Like, after the fact. Like, give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes to calm down, and then put a sticky note somewhere and be like, hey, let's not do this. Like, I'll do that. I'll DM Chris is feeling for me. Absolutely. Let's see about Chris. I hope everybody doesn't hate Chris. I'm sorry for my terrible puns. Good, good. Always speak your truth. And if he doesn't like it, then that's his problem, because you have to make yourself happy as well. It's finding that balance in between. Know what is totally unacceptable in your eyes and go from there. Alright, how is Chris feeling? Let's see. How does Chris feel? Mystery. Ooh. Mystery rejection. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna be a total nerd here right now, and I don't know if DM is referring to district manager, like business, or DM dungeon master, like D&D. But I feel like if it's a work thing, he's scared that you're gonna like reject him, but like don't, like he doesn't want to shake anything up, because if it's work, it can be weird. Ah, there you go. Oh man, I've been playing too many video games this week. Yeah, I feel that. Mystery, rejection, and abundance. Interesting. He knows you have a lot to offer. He doesn't want to be rejected. Ideation. So this is like, I feel like you're everything that he wants. Like everything. And you're gonna give him everything, but also he isn't sure because things are not super clear to him. Like he will always have that what if in the back of his head and always be like, this person's gonna reject me. But he wants it. What else? Hunger. Okay, somebody needs a Snickers. Hungry for what, though? That one was gonna fall. Space. Interesting. I feel like maybe there is space right now, and he's like realizing what he's missing. I don't know if you like took some time to yourself away from that for a second. I know you guys are definitely always connected for sure, but maybe you had some space, maybe you had some time, and now he wants it again. But why? Anger. Ooh. Did you make him upset? Or was there a fight, and is that why there was space? I feel like he feels like you're just gonna reject him again. If there was a fight, he's nervous of that happening again, but he definitely does want to rekindle the connection. Was like any sort of like animosity, or just kind of like, yeah. If it was a disagreement, he probably took it harder than you wanted to, that he probably took it harder than you intended to. That's what I think. But just reach out, say, hey, just want to see how you're doing. In this case, if you want to reach back out to him, I think you need to kind of, be a little humble with it. Check in on him. He wants that care, but be careful. Alright. Hello, my friend. Is he truly love perfect? Let's find out. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go from here. What's up next? You're welcome. I hope that works out for you. Just be careful, pick your words wisely, and be aware of your tone when you're speaking, and I think you'll be fine. Some people get a little bit more hot-headed. Oh my god, thank you so much. Absolute best. Thank you. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Anxiety. Okay, so there's nerves there. There's maybe some butterflies, some wigglies. Stop. Interesting. Let's see. So, I'm gonna do one more before I actually read this, because okay. Surrender, passion, creativity, and love. So, I think yes, but something's holding them back. I feel like they're nervous about having to change parts of themselves. I don't know. They feel like they're gonna have to give something up, and they don't want to do that. But they do care for you. Like, obviously, we have like the love and passion. They're trying to find like creative ways to get around whatever you don't want them to do. Or whatever they're afraid of, they're trying to find a way around that. They're trying to shut themselves down because this anxiety is too much. They don't want to give up whatever it is that they have to change. But they do care. They do care, they love you, but there's something else stopping them. What is it? Oh, confidence. They need to kick themselves in the behind and actually be like, hey, this person loves me too. Let's just do it. They need to get over themselves. Alright. And then do you see me getting the assistant job? Let's see. And I can go in depth with anything, like, more so as well. Obviously, if I have, like, a lot of people in the chat, like, then, but it's just the two of you, so it's fine. I don't mind at all. So let's see, when you get the assistant job. I'm gonna go tarot this. Okie doke. My cards are jumpy today. 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Page of Wands. Alright. Fiery. I think we're looking at some good stuff. There's a lot of energy here. You have the 5 is a lot of... Okay. So 5 of Wands is conflicts about money, whereas the Queen and the Page are, confidence, courageous, being determined, being social. So I feel like yes, but maybe you're gonna have to fight for the amount of money that you want. They're gonna offer you like maybe like $2 or $3 less than you thought you'd get. But I mean, I see no problem if you can ask like for the amount that you actually need and want. Because if you've worked there for a while, then I think that you'll have that longevity and everything. Otherwise, you might have to work up to it. But I think you got it. You definitely got it because there's all this fiery energy here. Thank you, my loves. And you don't have to worry about donating multiple times. It's okay. If they rejected you, they're probably just waiting for like something else to come up. I think what you gotta do is maybe if they're offering it to the lower standard, like wait, just accept it first, and then your first like review, ask for that raise that you know you deserve. I think that's what's gonna work. Yeah, I hear ya. I understand that. Yeah, I think they just want to see a little bit more growth from you. So try to like really make sure that you're really on time. You know, be like super, hey, how are you, to like everybody. And you got it in the bag though. Like they know you, they know what you're capable of. You know, just really try to up the buddy with everybody for a bit, and I think that will help. Yeah, a trial period actually might be a good plan. Or see if you can like shadow somebody just try it out. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But at least you gave it a shot. Let's find out. Okay. Let me just get the last one. What did Manny wish to say to me after I texted him? He was dismissive. Ooh. Yes, he texted. Fear. He is scaredy boy. Fear and anxiety. He doesn't want to screw anything up. That's a giant chunk, but that's one, so I'll take that. Success. Yeah, he has to get over himself. Whatever he's afraid of and nervous about, he needs to get over it. Flow. He needs to stop worrying and just be. He doesn't like to see you upset and, you know, angry and scared and everything. He wants everything to just flow and be good. Yeah, he just wants to calm that. And you guys need to find ways to, like, balance each other out in that respect. You know, find out who's more the morning person, who's more the night person, and go from there. Stuff like that. Little things. It's about the little things. Alright. Is that Tet? Titi? I hope I'm saying that right. You're welcome. Will the new potential love soulmate come towards me next year? Great question. Well, he doesn't want to upset you. It's because he's scared of losing you, and he doesn't want to screw anything up. So when he feels like he really screwed up, he gets nervous. That's what the fear is, yeah. But anyway, will the new potential love soulmate come towards me next year? Let's find out. I've honestly just been using this deck because I like it. It's easy. I can tell the feelings right there. Ooh, determination and pain. So it's possible that it will, but it's also possible it could come from a rough time. Like, I almost don't even want to, like, say what just popped into my head, but, like, maybe there was, like, an accident, or, like, you know, you fell off your bike in the middle of next to the road and he pulls over to help you or something. Like, it's gonna be next year. Let's see. Yeah, so ideation. So I think, this one's interesting. Okay. So I think yes, but it's not gonna come about the way that you think it will. It's going to be like a surprise almost. You're gonna be like determined with other stuff and not necessarily thinking about it, maybe dealing with other things, but it's there. Consciousness. I don't know if you saw that jump, but girl. Let's see. And then now we have the death card. Maybe you'll meet somebody at a funeral. Who knows? You never know where or when you're going to meet people that are important to you. I know that's a weird jump and assumption to make, but something about it, this reading in particular, just tells me that something is going to happen, but the person that comes to your rescue is going to be, yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, just always make sure you look cute, you know what I mean? Fall off the bike, look cute doing it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, you got it, but just don't make it your main focus. It'll happen. Alright, has anyone done some kind of black magic on me, and is that the reason of my migraine? Asking for guidance. Ooh. You know, migraines can actually be caused by like a lot of stuff. And black magic in specific is a lot of, it can get weird. Like, black magic doesn't always present the way that you think it will. It's more of a, you drop your coffee every single day of the week type of stuff. Balance, trust, and ideation. Again, I keep getting ideation. I don't think so. I think maybe check your screen time, see if you've been like staring at the TV, your phone, tablet, whatever else, for a while. Like, I personally get eye migraines so quick. But I don't necessarily think it's a black magic. If it is, can I get a specific color card? Let's see. If it is, give me a black, white, or gray card. If it's not, give me any other color. No. It's your energy. You're a little tired. I think, take a break. If you're, interesting. I mean, how often do you get these migraines? And do you notice anything, like, what are you doing, like, right beforehand? Like, because that can also be a thing. See, that's always been a tough one for me with the black magic and everything. Because yes, you need balance and whatnot, but also determining if it is or isn't is like the most difficult, because how can you know? You can do an egg cleanse, but you don't know where that energy is coming from. You don't know who, did that. Or if you do, after a week, okay. Frustration. I mean, it's possible, but I feel like there are so many ways to like tune that out of your body. Sage your house, like sage everything. Try to get some some selenite, some clear quartz or whatever to like actually like get that energy out. Will it get cured completely? I do not do big chunks like this, but I'm going to redraw. Will it get cured completely? Okay, intuition and ghost. It will go away when you force it away. If it is that kind of black magic, black energy, you have to force yourself to be like so positive and like, flush it out almost. Like do all of those. Do a ginger tea cleanse. I swear, do like maybe like 1 or 2 days. Literally do like hot water and just ginger. Like if you have ginger powder, you can make it like almost a tea. Mix it up so that way it kind of steeps in itself. But don't drink that sludge at the bottom because it will get all kind of like gross. But do a ginger cleanse, and I think that will help. Because that, like, honestly, when I did it like a couple weeks ago, I felt so good. And your nose will be very, very snotty when you're doing this. But, so keep tissues nearby, but it does work and it feels great. Tastes kind of iffy, but I think that will help. Keep all the good stuff, do some mantras and everything. Because it's more so black magic, black energy stuff, so you have to flush it out and overcome it. And it will subside when you put in the work. You got it, my friend. Alright. How does Manny feel about engaging other people? Ooh, a good one. Let's see. Dating other people. Illumination, trust, and he doesn't see it as you dating somebody else. He sees it more of a flirtation. He's like not worried about it. He knows it's like not serious. He knows it's just like, playing around, whatever. But he doesn't think it's serious, But it does make him nervous. Low key. I keep getting creativity. That's weird. I feel like he's gonna try to like make you tell him that it's more serious than it actually is. He's gonna like kind of throw some weird left field questions at you. Be like, hey, so what's really going on here? But on the surface, he doesn't mind. He doesn't want to shake anything up or ruffle any feathers. But like very deep down, it makes him nervous. Determination. So he knows he got you. Yeah. He's not worried about it, but something, I feel like at some point he's gonna be like, okay, now should I worry about that? Maybe it's gonna be like the third, fourth, fifth date or whatever you guys go on with the other person, and that's gonna make him be like, okay, what are we really doing? But right now he's not worried about it. Just make sure the communication remains open. He does need to worry about it. Well, you know, go on that fourth date. Make him worry about it. Right? Well, eventually, but that wasn't. Was there another one? I also take the ghost card as like more of just kind of like a spiritual like entity, and the fact that it came out with intuition, it showed me that like you're more so protected. But it's possible that it's, you know, some black magic stuff. Alright, will Sakit text me, or does he love someone else? Flo? Flow, determination, and reflection. He will text you back, but he is reflecting on his options. I feel like he wants to get to the bottom of his own feelings and go from there. Peace. Yeah, I feel like he's just he's gone day to day. You know, he needs peace, so I think sometimes he just needs a quiet time to himself. I don't know like what his sign is or anything, but I'm dating a Taurus, and there are times when he just needs me to go away for a minute. And that's understandable, because everybody needs their space. Yeah, he moves in waves, where he's going to give you energy and then nothing, and then energy and then nothing. He will text you back, but it's always going to be on his terms, when he wants to. I don't know, does he love someone else? Does he love someone else? That one is jumping. Trust. I don't think so. I think he's looking at his options, but I don't think so, because look at, there's a little heart in the middle of that. I think you're on the right track. It's just a little slower than you'd like, but I think you're good. Okay. How do you see the health and prosperity of my family, mother and brothers? Let's find out. How many brothers do you have? Because I don't mind doing a card for each brother and a mom. Well, Rest came out first. Rest and Magic just exploded from my desk. Right, 2 brothers. If this is 3, it is. It's totally 3. Okay, success, stop, and elimination. Alright, honestly, I'm taking this as like your mom and your 2 brothers. If your mom is good, she's successful, she'll be okay. So one of your brothers needs to cut it out already, and the other one is gonna find something that really makes him like happy. Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate it so much. But yeah, this is very good overall. What else? And I don't know how serious this stop is. You're so welcome. This could just be like, stop being so annoying. You know, maybe they have like a weird new food that smells really bad that you want them to stop making in the kitchen because it's gross. I don't think it's a really bad thing. Overall, this feels very good. And energy, yeah. I feel like your mom and your other brother are going to help ultimately with whatever this is. Oh, good, I'm glad. That makes me happy. Let's see. Is he missing me right now? Okay, we have determination and trust again, but also faith. So I think yes. I think so. He's definitely missing you and thinking about you. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible that like maybe he's working right now and just can't text you back. I don't know if he has like a job like that. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry, all my cards are upside down. Every card is upside down. Alrighty. Any more questions, my friends? Don't forget to stay hydrated. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Is there another person? Is there a third party? You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. I have my very own index cards that I made. Granted, they're not all written in black yet. Half of them are still in pencil, but we're gonna use them because I have actual time frames and signs and whatnot in there. So they are very sloppy, but they're good. They're actually connected to many other things. There's always a way through the dark. So, is there anyone else, and why is he pissed? Is there anyone else? Okay. You are further now than before. Ask yourself the real questions. Passion. Laugh and enjoy life. Interesting. Okay. See, I don't think so. Find the humor in the situation. So, are you like misunderstanding something? Like maybe there's like a connection, like somebody that you're kind of curious about. Like maybe he works with somebody that's like really pretty or whatever, and so you get nervous about that. But I don't think so. I don't think there's anybody else. I think he just has a lot of his own shit to deal with. He's just going through his own thing. Yeah, the next cards were get to work, plan ahead, and help me help you. So you gotta work together. He wants to see the same effort that he puts in. Like he wants like, you know, both. He wants equilateral reciprocation. But if that's already happening, then, you know, he's gotta make an effort. But I don't think there is anybody else. How does King Funk Bones and go from? Okay. How does he feel about the ex? That's a chunk of fruit. Push through. Ex-girlfriend. How does he feel about this? Okay. So I think he does have some sort of feeling, but he knows it's over. He doesn't want it again. He knows there's nothing more. It's over. It's done. Done. But you guys are pushing through that, and you will get through it. If he does, I mean, we all think about our exes from time to time. It's just a matter of how often we're doing it and what we're dwelling on. So maybe he just liked the way that they made coffee in the morning or something. It could be a very small thing. Generosity. Results only come from action. Let go of fear. Try harder. Everything happens as it's meant to. I think that speaks for itself. Yeah, so I think this try harder is not necessarily a bad thing. It's more so understand where they're coming from and what you can do to make things better for them. Because when you're in a relationship, it stops being about you. It is all about them and what you can do for them to make them happy and work through things together. And I don't mean totally sacrifice yourself either, because that's not what you want to do. It's got to have a balance. But you have to put their needs into consideration before your own. It's like having a kid. Almost. Not quite, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, don't stress. It will be okay. I don't know how long ago they ended the relationship, but that could also put a situationship. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to stress about. You're very welcome. Situationships are the worst, man. before my boyfriend and I started, like, being official, we were literally in the talking stage for 10 months, and it was ridiculous. But we had both just gotten out of, like, really shitty, like, 5-year relationships. So we were both kind of like, do we do this right now, or do we not? So it can be very tough. Any new viewers, feel free to ask anything you'd like. I don't care how weird the questions are. Oh god. It's been 4 years, yikes. He thinking about that booty for too long. Sorry, that was wildly inappropriate. Well, let's find out. Next couple of months. Next couple of months, I don't know, my brain tells me go up to June. Confidence. Exactly. Be in a relationship and go away. That's exactly what I told him, but the only reason, like, the thing is, I don't wait like that for anybody. But the fact that, like, we just, like, kind of came together when we both had very similar, like, relationships, with other people, it just kind of, part of me, like, knew, like, I have to wait for this person, though. Like, and both of us were still talking to other people on the side. Like, it didn't matter. Like, we weren't, like, doing anything, but, like, red flags are hot, but you have to know which red flags are on fire. Don't get burned. How to get burned? How to get burned? What you need to find are the pink flags. Not necessarily red, but, like, okay, I'll give you a weird example of a pink flag. So, my boyfriend literally eats, like, the shrimp tails. Technically it is edible, but it's so wrong to me. But it's nothing to end my relationship over. It makes me scratch my head in concern, but I'm not, like, mad about it. I'm definitely gonna make fun of him every time, but, like, it's not a deal breaker. You know, things that are weird and off like that. So you can be like, oh my god, this motherfucker eats shrimp tails. Yeah, pink flags are where it's at. Not necessarily, like, green flags, like, oh my god, let's go eat all the weird stuff, but, like, you gotta just know what you can and can't deal with. And always always make fun of your partner, because, like, if you can't laugh together, then what's the point? Or I didn't see there's, yeah, I feel that. Hello, friend. Hope you're doing well. Alright, we were working on the last few months for you up to June, right? So let's keep going. So confidence and surrender. Exactly. Slay, don't play. Okay. Surrender, creativity, confidence, and fear. Interesting. So, you're nervous about being yourself, like doing your own thing, like if you do whatever the creative thing is, you're giving something else up, and that makes you nervous, but you have to have that confidence about it, because you do have this. but let go of this. Yes, Pooja, you can absolutely ask. And I'm doing well. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Is he reading on text on Instagram on and offline? Let's see that. I literally just great, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, the whole deck will just explode on me, that's fine. But we have hunger and rejection. Man, can he like not get on lunch break to get food? Because damn. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I think he is. I think he's gotta be rereading it. He feels like maybe the conversation, like the rejection is what's... He doesn't want to send you anymore because he doesn't want to get like too eager. But I mean, by all means, send him another one. What does the universe want to know about Nimran and our connection? I hope I pronounced that right. Alrighty, Pooja, let's see what we got. Perfect. Alright. What do we have about this connection? Ghost. And creativity. So I take the ghost as more of like just a spiritual energy in general. So this could be like somebody, you have like one of your ancestors like watching over and protecting whatever this is. I will take all of that since it flew out of the camera. Illumination, faith, and peace. So I think it is a good connection, but it's going to take a little while for them to realize. Like, they have to kind of build up to it. I feel like maybe they're the type of person that like sees everybody as like just a friend first and not necessarily like a relationship first. So once they have like more time, more, conversation and like doing more like intimate things together, like watching a movie, just the two of you downstairs on the couch with a couple blankets is more intimate than going to the movies. You know what I mean? It's like different levels of doing things. So I think he needs to see a little bit more of that side, but it is protected with this ghost card. Like I said, I take that more as like an ancestor, so like a spiritual kind of like energy. So it's a pretty darn good connection if you ask me. It's meant to be. It just is going to take some time. Alright, next question. Will Al be a good person to date? How will he view me or treat me? Caution. Uh-oh. Oh, you're very welcome, Poncho. I hope that was good. Just don't stress, don't rush. Take your time, day by day. Mr. Lava. Okay. Caution and faith. I this is like trust the process, more so like don't worry about it too much. Consciousness, and then hunger. So like you definitely want, you know, all of your options, but I think you gotta narrow it down a little bit. Pro and con lists are incredible. I recommend them to all. And also a ranking system. Like if you have like, you know, a couple people you're talking to, then rank them in like 1 through 6 or 1 through whatever, and like figure out who's the worst of the bunch, and you know, top model one of them out of there. Yeah, you need to play. I have your 10 photos in my hands, not your photo. I think that's what you need to do. Ooh, yes, I do. I love that deck too. If you want, I am more than happy to pull from this deck if you'd like. Rank them, Tyra. You got this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like on one today. No, I don't think that's a stupid question to ask. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna do pujas first and I'll come right back. Alright. Let's see. Trust your path. Share your voice. Priestess. And the crumbling. So we have the crumbling is what are you clinging on to? Which is a good question to ask ourselves. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. So I think with this, it's more like trust your gut. So what are you holding on to? What are you being called to step up and lead? And then I think this is like come out of the cave. Come out of the cave is last. If you knew your supporter, what would you do? Yeah, this is exactly in the same order. So it's like let it go. What are you being called to do? And then if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Because I feel like a lot of the times fear holds us back. Yeah, trusting your intuition for sure. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I think it's like kind of figuring out. You need to do some self-discovery before you get into this connection. You need to figure out what about yourself you want to change. If you have like bad habits, like I still bite my nails or whatever, and they like girls with nice nails, that's a thing for you to work on for them. You know what I mean? But also for you, because you don't want to keep doing that. But you want to better yourself in any way that you can. So really just say screw it and do you. The universe will provide when ready. Okay. Let's see. You're very welcome. Okay, I'm going to Navroop's question, and then we'll come right back to M, okay? I'm just trying to go in order. Alright, does he ever dream of you? Let's see. I feel like dreams, it's like really good connection. Dreaming of somebody means that you're connected in more ways than just the physical. Anger. Maybe you were in a nightmare, but you like saved him. Success. Yeah, I think he has dreamed about you, but it was like a nightmare situation, but not in a bad way. Like maybe he was getting eaten by a spider, but like you were there and pulled him out. You know what I mean? You know, there's a big scary clown in the corner, but you came in with a bow and arrow to shoot it down. You did what you had to do. Dreamland is weird. Alrighty, let's see. Will Allie be a good person to date? How will he view me or treat me? And comparison between Allie and Maddie. Okay. Anxiety and cleanse came out right away. Alright. How does Allie feel? How would he treat her? Illumination. So that's bright. So being bright, being a star, being the center of everything. And Maddie. Oof. So we have love and movement. So that's like interesting. I feel like we need one more. Well, I think Allie's only here for a fun time, not a long time. Because, you know, you have nervousness, anxiety, illumination, and sadness. Something's going to come to light that's going to really upset you. Whereas this one is going to be cleanse, love, and movement. So this is more so, you know, this is more growth-centered to me. And more, like, expanding yourself and whatnot. Even though the illumination is here, I feel like it's more so you finding out what you don't want or what you don't want to deal with. You know, energy that is not okay. It may be fun, but it's not good in the long run. You know, some people are like that and they pull out the complete opposite, because I thought the same about mine. And then I waited 10 months for him, and now we've been together for like 5 years. So, I feel you. Expect the unexpected. The universe likes to pull little flips on us sometimes. See, you know, if you imagine that one, it's Allie, it's a fun time, it's like it makes you nervous, like you get giddy to like go get ready, get up, and get dressed up, go out. But then he does like some stupid stuff or like says like a weird comment that just like makes you go, oh. But then illumination, like maybe he's like checking out other girls like while you guys are together. Like not that that's a bad thing, but like that's the point. I feel like it, yeah. But magic here. Yeah, definitely take it slow. You know, definitely have your fun. Enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with going on a date for free dinner. Trust me. Enjoy it, but take it with a grain of salt. Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. Ask as many as you want. I have 3 people in here right now, not like AV. You're fine. How many days will it take him to text me? I have numbers in here. I'm gonna use the numbers. And you see me travel abroad this year. That's fun. That's a good one. You know, funny enough, on my Instagram, which is actually the same handle, one of my friends was talking about like a trip and travel, and I ended up guessing like where she was going right on the nose. It's wild. Like I just knew. I'm like, something's telling me New Hampshire, and it was. So I don't have like backs on these, so a lot of them do tend to stick together. There's one. October. Oh no. I feel like this is when like your levels are gonna be changing, not necessarily when he texts you back. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Now you guys are gonna see some wild stuff because my cards get nuts with me sometimes. Do something, anything next year. So I feel like October is when you guys go from like just being like friends and like sending each other stupid things to like actually having flirtatious, like romantical interest, kind of like, oh, will they, won't they? But then next year is when you guys will officially become a couple, which is a very long time to wait, but that's, you know, do something, anything. Chaos leads to opportunity. While you wait, do you, boo-boo. Have a plan. It'll be okay. I need to get some washi tape for these cards, man. Okay. Do we see travel abroad again this year? I love it. Put yourself out there, be careful, be open, and then talk it out. But I feel like that fell from like a huge chunk that I got. Let's pull one more. Help me help you. I feel like if you do travel, it will be with a group. Like, not exactly what you expect, but it will still be a good time. Spring. And summer. Rearrange your space. So maybe you're traveling abroad, but also traveling close. You could have, See, put yourself out there, be careful, be open, tells me you are going out with a group somewhere. Because help me help you is like needing to communicate with everybody for plans. Rearrange your space, however, is more like close to home. And then you have 2 time frames here. So maybe it's like right when spring changes to summer, or like one season or the other. But I think it's right in the middle. And then we have Capricorn. So if you know Capricorn, shake them off. Right. Yeah, definitely good times for travel. Especially like like Bermuda. I've been to Bermuda like around that time of year before. It's gorgeous. But I have not been out of the country since, so. Alright, how will the assistant's job for Jessica be for me? Will it be able to be a producer, writer for the boss? Let's see. Right off the bat, we have 1 and 3. Why do I feel like producer and then writer for the boss? Like it feels like I'm ranking how high their careers are, you know what I mean? That's a China chocolate. Okay. Observe. So I feel like you will be able to like shadow or watch both positions and decide. But Jessica might hold all of the ropes for that. Yes. So be nice to Jessica. Do it for you. Be nice to Jessica for yourself, not for her benefit. But you will have the opportunity to shadow, because I feel like both the 1 and the 3 came out. And then there's black, laugh, and enjoy life. So I have all of like the colors in here as well. So there's, I feel like more so for like producers and writers, they're like more so like in the back, like, you know, all the tech crew is just all in black and stuff. So like I feel like you got this. Either position is yours for the taking. You just have to like prove yourself to Jessica. Get her a coffee. Has he ever felt for others the same way he feels for me? Am I that special to him? I'm just going to continue M's question just because it is kind of like a 2-part, and I'll come right there. See, being able to pivot to that role. I think so. I mean, I don't see why not. This is 1 card, this is a chunk. Everything happens as it's meant to. You're welcome, dearie. Take your time. Don't rush it. Red. July. And you are loved. So, yeah, you're absolutely going to pivot there, and it's going to go fast. It's going to be like, holy shit, that's here right now? Yes. Yes, it is. But once you're there, take your time, and everything happens as it's meant to. Hello, Rara. Welcome in. I see your question. I am going to be answering your groups first, and then I got you. You're welcome. Has he ever felt for others the way he feels for me? Am I that special for him? Well, we got Leo. And self-love is not selfish. I mean, it's possible that he's never felt like that, but I feel like he might have. Just because, like, you know, Leo, and then the self-love is, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. Sleep on it. And you got this. So I think he probably has, but I can absolutely use tarot cards for yours. I think maybe he has, but you need to find what like you uniquely bring to the table. What do you have that like is totally different? But I don't know how like often or like how strong, like how long that lasted. You know, if he like felt like the same way for somebody for like 6 months versus like 3 years. Because time does matter. I'm realizing my music stopped over here. Here we go. Okay. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Okay. What's coming towards me in love? Let's find out. What is coming for Bella in love? Right. Okay. So we have the Hierophant, 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles. So, the Hierophant is definitely like by the book, rules, regulations, that sort of thing. So doing things as they're meant to be done. Like you date for a while, you get married, yada yada, have kids, grow old together, retire. That's how life is supposed to go. But I feel like you guys are a little bit different. Let me just see. Because there's a lot of like, just even in like the images of these two, it's like dreaming and like looking up to the sky for like something out there. So I feel like it's like a longing, like a wanting, like looking at things that you can't necessarily reach at the second. But I think overall, I mean, the 9 of Swords is like not being able to trust a partner, breaking points in despair, but then also the Wands is 5, because Swords is air. We have, is that 7? 6. I'm losing my mind. Alright, but 6 is success. So like, you have a balance to make. 3 of Pentacles is definitely going to break that side. Yeah, teamwork, shared goals, collaboration, apprenticeship, doing projects with a partner, being a team. You're going to be with somebody, I feel like in the traditional way, but also figuring out how to go about the things that you want individually together, if that makes sense. Like if you share your individual ideas with your partner, they can share their unique perspective on how they might do it and vice versa. And I feel like that's going to be a real important part of this relationship. And it is, you know, that's what's coming in love is going to be some real special stuff. They're going to help you see the things that you weren't able to. Like, even if it comes down to, like, organizing the cabinets in different ways, like, you know, dumb stuff like that seems to mean nothing, is actually ends up being life-changing. But it's having that communication, that balance, that banter back and forth, and finding the solutions that you both need to whatever it is. But I see it happening. But don't rush it. Take your time. You know what? I'll go on with this. The overall feeling for this connection, please. guessed it. Ideation again. Yeah, you guys, you idolize each other. It's like you put each other on a pedestal, you appreciate the ideas that the other person has, you actually listen and accept the, thoughts and the words and advice that they have to offer, and they do the same for you. Just keep that communication open and know each other's love languages, because that's important. Alrighty, my dears. What do we got? Did that seem kind of accurate? No, that was coming towards you. I was taking that as like a new person. I can read for an X if you'd like. Never, we can do that. Rara, I was reading for a new person. I know there's a delay between the video and the chat. Never, let's see, because now I'm curious too. So what did I say before? Black, white, or gray card is the black magic, and then anything else is no. I mean, okay, so maybe so, but the sweetness card is also turned upside down in my deck. You're so welcome, Rara. I'm happy to hear that. I think, yeah, you need, this is protection and isolation, which, yes, the colors are a thing, but I'm focusing on the words here too. You need to isolate and protect yourself and give all the sweetness, and you'll get rid of it. I feel like it's not super heavy. It's just kind of like a stupid thing that somebody did. Like, just little things happening, you know what I mean? Like, somebody who's, like, very energetically powerful just doesn't know how much power that they had, and then they were like, oh, screw that person, and it kind of went and took off because they were at the right place, right time. Hello, absolutely. I'm just gonna, can I just call you Diva for now? Is that okay? Because I just want to differentiate everybody as well. If you prefer Ra or La or whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, Navroop, I think you got some your own work to do. Journal, do all the things that make you happy, and say screw everyone else. But as long as you do things that make you happy and are positively charged and cleansing your space regularly, I think for like the next week, if you have any sage, do that. Definitely the ginger tea as well. You'll be okay. I don't think it's like a super heavy, serious energy. It feels very light. Like, I was literally laughing. I pulled the card. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I don't think it's anything too serious. Alright, will you like the result of your rhinoplasty over time? I hope so. My cousin got one of those. It looks great now. Creative energy. I always think creativity and then the movement is good. Space, obviously, right after. You're not going to want to be around anybody, but I feel like, yes, you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to be able to, actually take pictures of your face and like them, and, oh man, 5 days, yeah, I really wish you a speedy recovery. Get those pillows in the chair real nice and set up. yeah, I feel like once that space is over, you're gonna be able to actually appreciate your face a lot more. You're gonna feel that more confidence. You're gonna do more like creative stuff with makeup, maybe. Have more movement, like you're gonna have different angles to use now. Yeah, girl, you're gonna slay. That's what's up. 5 days ago, girl. Wish you a very speedy recovery and hope everything goes well. It's gonna look fire. Oh, what do we see you being famous over now in your field? Let's see. I don't want to say it. You're so welcome, Diva. So we have rejection and death. I feel like there's going to be a transformation in the field. It's going to not necessarily be you rejected, but it's going to be like a different type of field when you get into it. It's not going to be the same as what it is right now. I mean, Hollywood is crazy these days. Like, that's a chunk. Yeah, trust. It will be, you got it in the bag for sure, but it's just going to be in a different type of way than you're expecting. And just in case, be sure that you can laugh at yourself. Because in that type of industry, there are cameras everywhere, recording devices everywhere. So if you cannot laugh at yourself, like accidentally picking your nose or something, then you're gonna have a hard time. But I think you'll be okay. Alright, how does S feel about me? Yeah, that's true. You definitely have to get like used to like the rejection, because you're not gonna meet every single person's standards and stuff. But don't let it get you down. Like, let's see. I mean, I got my little ghosty. I think it's undetermined right now. I think not enough life path things have gone on to determine that. If that makes sense. Hello, my friends. Absolutely. Alright, I'm just gonna go to Diva's question. How does S feel about me? Let's see. How does S feel? Oh my god. Isolation, abundance, balance, and consciousness. So you take him to like another level, like spiritually, but I feel like he's getting, like they're getting distance from their friends, maybe? Like they are not, they're spending more time around things. I'm gonna pull them up. They need to work on their balance and time management. Hunger, but they do want it. Cleanse and protection. So they do want you They feel great about you, they feel a good energy, but also that isolation. So either they're keeping themselves for something or you're keeping them from something. Just make sure that they have a good balance with like friends and family and everything as well. And I think it will be okay. I get a very social kind of feeling from this. Like social butterfly, many groups that they're part of, many friends that they have that are in different walks of life. But just be sure that they can balance that freely. Okay. And Butterfly asks, how does Ivy feel about me? Okay, let's see. No contact now, okay. Yeah, so just let it take its time. So you're being isolated from each other. So I think just, take your time, but also don't be afraid to like reach out and be like, hey, hope you're doing well, yada yada. It's been a little while, just want to check in. There's nothing wrong with that, and in a friendly way, and just to see how things are. Alright, so how is Ivy currently feeling? Confidence. Anxiety. Ooh, they feel nice around you, but also nervous. Oh my goodness. But also success. Magic. Mystery, and stop. So, you are a mystery to them, and they don't like that because they're the type of person that has to know everything ahead of time, and then some. But you have that spark and that magic that they simply do not have, and they cannot find on their own. So, they feel very good, but they're scared of their own feelings. So keep doing you, don't worry about it, everything will come into play as needed. I feel good about it, but just, it's okay to make them sweat a little bit. You want them to get all, like, nervous and giddy with you, Like, ooh, what is going on? But they don't like that feeling. They're just like, I don't like that. It's not normal. But they're gonna have to get used to it. Too bad, so sad. You're so welcome. Hi, Samoya. Nice to meet you. Will I get good marks in biology next 2023 if I just study from PDF and textbook, not make notes? Honestly, that's a great question. I've always been like a huge note taker myself, like to the point where I would color code everything but then not read the notes when it's time for the test, which is really stupid. But I think, let's see. I mean, granted I still passed, but you need to actually read the notes you take. And PDFs. Success. You got this. You know what? I'm gonna suggest flashcards and not full notes. Do like a thing on the front and then like an explanation on the back, and then that will definitely help. Because it's not a full note, you're not writing a whole page, but you're still writing something down so you don't feel entirely lost. But yeah, no, definitely success. Alright, hello, Love Life. New sub added, thank you. My previous work team still talking about me. Ooh, what's the tea? What's the tea? Is it still death? Well, if they are, they don't matter. It is still talking about you. Love. I mean, they miss you. yes and no. They are, but they're like learning what you did good and learning from your mistakes as well. But I don't think anybody's talking bad about you. I think anything that was bad was absolutely put to rest, and it's just love and growth from here on. You are so welcome, my friend. Do I think angel numbers work? Yeah, oh, for sure. I saw 333 this morning when I was walking the library. You're very welcome. Are you on the right path? I'm doing this. Let's see. On the right path. Well, yes. Laugh and enjoy life. I think you had that one earlier too. Seriously. And then we have Cancer and 6 months. So feel your feelings and move on. But also the next 6 months. Oh yeah, your so Love Life, your previous team was the Death card, which I don't take as death. I think that's like, you know, death to bad habits. Love and growth. So it was the colored cards I had right here. Yeah, right? Cancer season. So we had, let's see if I can find them. We had, just in case you want to screenshot it, because I'm one of those weirdos that also does that. I will always screenshot everything. And so this is what we had for you before. So with this, I take it as death to bad habits, old habits, anything in the past is the past. They are growing from your mistakes and your successes, and they still care. Anything that they talk about is just for growth. Alright, how do I see this year for your mother? Let's see. Oh, good, I'm glad to hear that. This year for your mother, reflection. Thinking about the past, getting nostalgic. Mystery and abundance. I feel like she's going to be thinking of, like, you know, like the recession's really digging into a lot of people. And I feel like she's going to be reflecting on times when she was making a lot of money or something, trying to figure out what she was doing then, what worked, what didn't work. So maybe it's like a money-centric year for her. If you are at all into numerology, definitely check out like what type of year it is for her. Like what number? Strength and flow. Yeah. She's just looking to better herself, her finances and everything, and kind of up her game a little bit where she can. But I'm pretty sure she had like the success card earlier. So, yeah, I think that's great. She's gonna figure it out. She might have a couple like, you know, rocky waters, but while she figures it out, like maybe this works, maybe that doesn't, but overall, it's good vibes. Yeah, good. Awesome, I thought so. Alrighty, friends. Who's next? Sure. How is your former boss for you? That's a great one. Ooh, there was some type of connection. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. You are divinely guided to that place of work for growth. And they know that, and you know that. and happiness. So you're left to do whatever makes you happy, and they know that, they respect it. Like, it's cool, there's no hatred here. They knew that it was a part of the process, and you had to be there to go through whatever you needed. Oh my god. Alright, that's a chunk, we're not taking this. Is one part, we'll take that. And confidence again. So yeah, I know that they're happy with how things... Yeah, absolutely. She's confident in how you grew with as a person while you were there and developed over time. That divine guidance was with you all along. She's happy to know that you are doing your thing now and working on it. Absolutely. And death of old habits. Any bad habits that you had going into that old job, you are, have now passed. You've moved past it, you've grown, you're good. I think that's pretty awesome. Okay. You're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out. And thank all of you guys for being here, hanging out, and this is really the second live I've done. I did one yesterday, the other day, and I think I had one person join the entire time. I was live for an hour, so this is awesome, and I love you all. Look at that, some more growth. We love to see it. Any more questions? Also, don't forget to drink your waters, people. Alright, should you continue your relationship with Saki? Let's see. Intuition. So that tells me your brain's already telling you one way or the other. You gotta listen to that. Absolutely. Intuition, protection, and sadness. I feel like that's more protected from sadness. I think so. I would say so. There's a great love there, but just make sure that you protect yourself from, any upsets. If there are things that he does that are going to make you upset, like his tone of voice generally isn't great, make sure that you remember that if you guys are fighting, that sort of thing. Am I overreacting because he's talking in that tone I hate? Or am I actually right? Alright, Sloka. I'm definitely not going to pronounce that right. Is it Sloka? Or is it Siloka? It doesn't matter. I can absolutely do S current feelings for you. I'm realizing how dumb it is when people do that, because how do you put in a pronunciation in the text? You have to just capitalize things. It's weird. Anyway, I hope I said that right. Anxiety. Yeah, find out what his Mars and Mercury are. Because the hotter those planets are, the more fiery his temper be. Okay, cool. Current feelings. we have anger, anxiety, stop, illumination, mystery, and frustration. Okay, so you're bringing something to light for them, and whatever that is making them nervous and upset. So, but I don't feel like you're wrong in this. I feel like you're bringing it to light and they've just never thought of it before. It's a bit of mystery to them. Like, they just like, I've never, what, people think like that? You know, one of those things. So, I feel like right now he wants to take just a pause, reevaluate himself, and come back. But yeah, you brought something to light that doesn't sit well with him. Was there like a trauma thing that you maybe like brought up, like, and tried to talk to them about it and they're just maybe not ready at all? But then also like maybe something happened and they see, oh, this is how this person reacts in these types of situations. I broke up 4 months ago. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sakshi. No contact. Yeah, whatever was brought to light was too much for them at the time. Balance. They don't know how to balance their own needs with the needs of others. And I think bringing something up like that made them uncomfortable and reevaluate their self, like intuition and fear. Yeah. But then death, I take the death card as like a death of old habits. So maybe they are changing themselves, but it makes them nervous. Like they're scared of it. Oh, you're so welcome, Navroop. I'm so glad to help you. I'm happy that you were here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Lots of love to you too. You have a great rest of your day. Yeah, there was a magic there, but they need the space. It's possible they could come back, but right now they need to do their own thing. But there was a spark for sure. You're welcome. Alright. Yeah, I hear that. Honestly, like a lot of men do. I feel you on that though. My boyfriend has an Aries Mars and Mercury, so he can turn to fire like that. It's so bad sometimes. But I know that I also have like a Cancer Mars, so I'm also a baby and like totally get my feelings hurt every day. So sometimes it's like, is it me? Is it him? Is it both of us? Just take some time, breathe, do your own thing, and then come back and talk like people. Oh, yes, you can absolutely post your question. But no, it can be very frustrating to deal with that, with anybody, honestly. Tone of voice is so much more important than people realize, and it's nuts. Because, I come off with the tone that I'm, defending myself, but he'll take it that way. It's like, I'm just trying to talk to you, bud. You came at me, where'd you put this thing? I don't know, you know? You don't have to come at people with that much of a fire every single time. Is Akash obsessed with me, or is it just my assumption because he is not seeing my status? I've been there. Let's see. Is he obsessed? 1, so obsessed with me. Girl, I don't know. That's a chunk. Rest. So, he might be. Why do I feel like that's just him taking a nap? Let's see. Is he obsessed? Throwing cards over here. Confidence and strength. So, I don't think he's... I feel like he's not obsessed with you, but he knows he can get you. Does that make sense? He's like, yeah, no, I got her in the palm of my hand. But that's also not the case. He could also be taking a nap. But I think it's... There is success there, yeah. He's trying to play cool. Because he knows he's got you, but he doesn't want to come off as too much. Let's do one more. Creativity. If he's going to hit you up again, he's going to be unique about it. You know, he's going to have a different kind of way to talk to you. Like, he's going to have a pickup line that is really left field, or come in with, like, an idea that you wouldn't have thought. Exactly. You're in there somewhere. And just might not be at the forefront right now. He might not be number one on the mind, but probably, like, 3 or 4 right now. And I don't mean that, like, with other people. I mean just life in general. Surrender. Yeah, so if he wants to have that spark and to keep going and stuff, he has to surrender to, like, actually doing a give and take. Oh no. Did you check to, like, see if he's still following you and whatnot as well? Because also, if it has been like 4 or 5 days, like, timelines on any social media have been really wacky for some reason, at least as far as I've seen. Like, things that I should have seen just don't show up. Like, I'll get things that are like, oh, posted a week ago, this person, like, that I normally see every time, and I just missed one of them, which is very strange. But that could also be a thing, too. You can definitely ask another one. That is a good question, but we also have to remember that boys only have enough blood to rule either their pee-pee or their brain at a time. Not both. So, sometimes they just like looking at things, and it's not even a bad thing. It's just like, oh, hey, there's a thing over there. And it took me, honestly, like, a long time to come to that, but it's true. There's not enough blood. Straight up. Oh, you're very welcome. Is he actually interested in those little Instagram models he follows? Is he? Is he really? Oh, jeez. Considering that exploded, I will draw again. Isolation. And consciousness. I don't think so. I think he's just looking at it to look at a booty. Yeah. Horny feelings are natural feelings, even though we don't like to really, believe that sometimes. we equate it more to how they feel in the mind. I think he's just following them to look at some butt. Honestly. Peace. There's no drama. Girls are pretty, that's it. I don't think he's looking at anybody seriously. You're welcome. Trust me, like, I know it's a difficult thing to just, like, kind of separate it in your head. Like, it still is for me sometimes, and, like, I'm 30, so, like... But you have to also look at it like, damn, do I think she's pretty too? Am I just jealous because she is hot and I kind of like her? Yeah. 90% of the time, yeah. But that's just me. Also, like, if you guys are open enough, who cares? Like, send pictures of whatever to each other. My boyfriend and I will be like, hey, look at this hot girl, look at this hot guy, all the time. But it's not anything, like, sexual. It's just like, damn, how'd you get so pretty? You can absolutely ask. Sure. Anything you want. Ooh, will you get the recognition you deserve in the workplace? Let's find out. Arrest. Oh my god, that's the worst, honestly. Putting up with the people that you work with, and like especially if you're dealing with the public on top of that, and then people that you work with that are your coworkers are trash too. That's not fun. Surrender. Passion. So I think you will get the recognition that you deserve, but you're gonna have to drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah. Oh, if you work for a bank, then I definitely know all about that. I also used to work for a bank. They want you to be uppity, chipper, oh my god, smiles on the face, let me take your money for 0% interest. I know, it is tough. I think you need to figure out what you would rather be doing instead. Focus on that and realize that this is just income for now. And literally tell yourself that as you work too. Just be like, it's just for money for now. And focus on everything else outside of work. Yeah, reflection and creativity. Reflect on what makes you happy and what you can do about it in the current spot you're at. Like, recognition is one thing, but you... Ooh, that's awesome. I hope that goes well for you in March. Yeah, this is reflecting on, like, what you actually want, how to creatively get that, what you need to give up to get that, but also being sure to rest and not overdo it. You want recognition for the things that are important to you, that matter to you, not, recognition is good regardless, but also, do you want recognition for the bank job or the government job? Because I'd rather wait and get the recognition at the government job. I just start, personally. message or call from Kate or Will? Are we gonna bump into each other suddenly on the way? Okay. I feel like the project is like that hump that you need to get over though. Because if you're already like midway through, you kind of have to, little engine that could, and then roll down the hill from it. But don't let it hold you back. See, it's taking longer than it should. Will I be getting a message or call? Or are we gonna bump into each other? Well, hunger is my manifestation card. So you're definitely doing something for manifesting. It's working a little bit. But let's see. Hold on, I just had one fall completely behind me. And of course it's anxiety. Okay. Yeah, your nerves are getting in the way of that manifestation. You're too hung up on like what you're gonna say to him if you see him again, or you know how the conversation is gonna go. Don't focus on every little aspect of it. Focus on just seeing him again. You know, don't think about like where it's gonna be, what you're wearing, or anything like that. Just I will see him again by this time, and then you'll have success. But also, how is he going to feel when he sees you again? Ooh, growth. He's going to see that you have grown as a person. It will be nice. It will be good. We both have grown, actually. Yeah, that's, so you shouldn't be seeing like how he'll be reacting or what you'll say. I think that's getting too specific in the manifestation, and that's what's making it a little shaky. I think what you have to do is just focus on, I will see him by this month. You know, put a time frame on it and go from there. Will it be a meetup or a call? Reflection. It might be a Zoom call, like a video chat. And if it's not, it's gonna be like a small cafe or something, like somewhere you weren't expecting, when you're not expecting it to happen. I don't think it's gonna be like you walk into somewhere wearing sweatpants and stuff, but it's gonna be a surprise. Yeah, just like the way that reflection is set up looks almost like a webcam to me with the two, but also that could be a stoplight. Like either a Zoom call or you're gonna see each other crossing the street at a small cafe, like in front of a stoplight. You know what I mean? But please don't be too specific, because I want your manifestation to come true. So like if you get really, really specific with other people, that's when it gets weird. You can really only manifest things for yourself and feelings for others. Like, I wish this person would be more confident. That's a thing that you can manifest. But you can't be like, oh, I'm going to see him on a Sunday and I'm wearing this and that and this, that. Like, I haven't seen him or heard from him. Yeah, I think you're gonna, oh wow. Yeah, I feel like you're going to see him like at a cafe or something. But I don't think he's gonna be, like with anybody. Oh yeah, you can still wait for him. I mean, divorces still happen. You never know. Yeah, movement just plopped out. It's gonna be like a busy situation. I don't think you're gonna have a lot of time, but you'll still have some time. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Alright, what do we got going on? I don't know how long I've been live for. I hear ya. My like high school sweetheart, who like I'm definitely not with anymore, but he got married like 10 years ago now, which is wild. But they just had a kid like a couple months ago, right before Christmas, and I was like, God damn it, in my head. But like I know it's not a thing, it's not. But hey, if he did ever get divorced, what's up? But I'm not actively waiting for him, you know? Don't put your life on hold. Ooh, that's fun, Amina. Feeling your position. Yeah. If you've been having dreams, let's see. Let's see if it will be by the end of the year. That was a jump. Yes, your intuition is very right. However, balance. Break it down for yourself. Yes. Intuition on point, girl. Do you have like Pisces placements? Because I have a lot of Pisces in my chart, and it's very intuitive. I keep hearing work. Improvement happens daily. And motivation. You know what, dude? Yeah, I hear that. Try to get somebody like on your side as like almost an assistant to you, so you can direct them with what you should do. So that way you can do your own things a little bit better, and you know, get that process moving along. Two heads are better than one. I know that all those intuitive. See, the thing with intuition is sometimes with me, my own self, my intuition can sometimes warn me when something is not right, but it feels the exact same as when I am right. So you have to make a little test for yourself. Like, you have to think of it like maybe 3 or 4 times and feel the same result. If the result changes, it's probably not right. And I mean, you have to broadly narrow down your manifestations. So a lot of it, right? Yeah, I feel ya. What you have to do is pick a thing. Pick a specific shade of purple. Pick a specific bird. Pick an animal. Pick a number. Pick, 1738 or something. Like, if that comes on within this week, and time frame it Sunday to Sunday between these 2 dates, then I know that it's right, and you'll see it. You have to ask the universe for proof, because the universe will provide. You just have to ask the right questions. Yeah, isolation and peace. Give yourself a couple symbols that mean something to you. Like for me, if I see 107 anywhere, that's a guaranteed sign, because that's my birthday. I do like this lavender color purple, like these. This purple is one of mine. And actually, when I was getting this deck, I was at Barnes & Noble with my friends. And I was like, I went in before. Yes. Yep. Before I walked in, I was like, I don't know, I need something purple and silver. Just purple and silver. That's all I gave myself. That's it. No other parameters. And this is the deck that I found. Purple and silver. And then the writing is in silver. But like, these are my cards. Like, I feel them. They are mine. So you gotta kind of put a specifically broad, kind of view on that. Yeah. Broad view with a time frame. Within this week. And like write down. But you have to like speak it into existence every day. But you got this. If you're already able to like manifest stuff like that, then you're more powerful than you think, and it just comes down to fine-tuning those skills. Like, because if you get way too specific, then the universe is like, oh God, how am I going to pull this out of my ass? And then it has to figure out how to get down to the specifics. But if you broaden it just a little bit to like, no, this specific shade of purple, then great, the universe is like, I can put anything in that purple. I'll give you a car, I'll give you, a flyer on a telephone pole, anything. I think that, the super specific is only good for like long-term stuff, like your future house or something. No, seriously. Like for my future house, I want a wraparound porch and one of those little things that goes out, like a little bump out, so I can have a window seat to read my books. And a bright open kitchen. That's it. Those are the only requirements I have put into the world, and that's it. But it will happen, because it's broad enough, but also specific. Okay. Alright, I'm probably gonna head out in a little bit, so I gotta get back home, but do you have any other questions before I go? And I will most likely be live again on Monday. I'm planning on doing a lot of readings, starting early morning, EST to early afternoon. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, guys. Okay, great. I'm gonna end here. But yeah, I will probably be up on Monday around 10 or 10:30. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram at the same handle as well. I'm going to try to go live both places, but if I'm not live here, it'll be there. But yeah, give me a like, follow, subscribe, and have a great day and weekend. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out, and peace.